Hey friends, Ari Ben here. Just arrived at Everest Base Camp. Been a challenging week. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to be here. Everest, of course, being the tallest mountain in the world. Base camp here is about 5,360 meters above sea level. It's also where it's called the base camp because it's where people launch their summit attempts to scale Mount Everest. There's so many metaphors that mountains bring to us. But I guess there's one that I really wanted to pull out, and that is that here at base camp, you can't actually see Everest, which might seem a little striking, but at the same time really obvious once you think about it, that when you're at the base of a mountain, it's actually very hard to see it. And these mountains you can see behind me are actually are blocking the view at this angle for us to be able to see Everest itself. And that got me to thinking, on day 2 we had this magnificent view right out to Everest in the distance, and it was so beautiful, and we could just have that vision of the mountain, of Zion, if you like, in front of us. But then right here at the end of the journey, when I'm the closest that I could possibly be to this mountain, I can't actually see it. And for me, that brought about a kind of paradox in my mind that sometimes we can have a very clear vision and still be far from something. And other times we can actually be very close to Zion, close to God's city, to God's home, close to God, and spiritually connected when we don't even realize it. We don't actually realize how close we are to God because we can't see that so clearly. Certainly not as clearly as we might have been able to see it at other times in our journey, much earlier on in our journey. So anyways, that really struck me as a metaphor. I just wanted to share that with you while we're here up in Everest. Love you guys so much, and wish you grace and peace, and stay on fire and stay focused. Cheers. Bye. Through the gates, we sing out your name. This is the city